All right, let's check in with the two campaigns. We'll start, of course, with the PM. Joining me now, senior political reporter Trudy McIntosh. Trudy, PM's covered a lot of ground today, but he also dodged quite a few questions from your press pack as well.
It's a political art form on both sides this deep into a campaign. Anthony Albanese and Peter Dutton, I'd have to say, both dodging questions that they don't want to answer. We saw that today with Anthony Albanese on this Russia-Indonesia military plane request. It doesn't seem like we're ever going to get a clear answer publicly in this campaign as to when the government was first advised about it. It has been a pretty mammoth day in terms of the pace. We started on the New South Wales Central Coast, then driving back to Sydney where the Prime Minister hit two pre-poll booths, the most marginal seat for Labor in the country, Bennelong, and then on the offensive in the Liberal-held seat of Banks in Sydney's south, held by the Shadow Foreign Minister David Coleman. Just a bit of behind the scenes there. In terms of how long the Prime Minister is actually on the ground, on both occasions, I think it was less than 5 minutes. So I don't know how much help there actually are in meeting voters with that scrum of press around them. Then ending the afternoon in Cabramatta, a street walk. A lot of love for Anthony Albanese and the Labor candidate to lead there. Labor, let's be frank, shouldn't have lost the seat in 2022. It did so as a result of a poor candidate choice. The PM's admitted that now in Christina Keneally. It's been a pretty colourful day, I'd have to say, in some of these pre-poll appearances. It was a fringe Senate candidate, not really a protester, a woman who's running for the New South Wales Senate ticket for Fatima Payman, a former Labor senator who had a lot to say right next to the Prime Minister about Palestine.
There is blood on your hands. How many more babies need to die for a photo op? You are complicit in the genocide of my people. Anthony Albanese, what do you have to say to Palestinian Australians?
Thanks, Trudy. I will say for viewers at home that Cedar Fowler too, of course. It was the PM that parachuted in Christina Keneally, but he has now said nothing to do with him. All right, let's go to the opposition now. Joining me now, Cam Redden. Cam, they might say that the media bus got its wheels stuck spinning and that says a lot about the Canberra press gallery. But besides that, you've had a busy day with the opposition leader, haven't you?
Yeah, sometimes the TV metaphors just write themselves in this job. Peter, the bus on a Monday morning, busy in the middle of the Sydney CBD, hitting a bike lane, or it was the median strip anyway. So, you know, a few false start lines doing their rounds in the TV packages, I would suspect, tonight. But from there, we covered a little bit of the similar ground we saw the Prime Minister go through today. But we began in Patterson up north and around the Newcastle area, 2.5% seat, then tracking down into Robertson around Gosford, a 2% seat. These are two real must-win seats for the coalition if they are to find a path to government on Saturday night. We're continuing a big blitz of New South Wales at the moment, out to a big rah-rah rally event with some of the Liberal faithful right now. Peter Dutton is basically promising to do a big lap of the country over the next 4 and a bit days, Peter. He believes that still some of the messages that have been talked about since the budget in reply speech, like the fuel excise tax cut, are not necessarily being understood by people yet, that they've only had a couple of weeks to get their head around it, that there's still a lot of people tuning in for the first time, even though that pre-poll number is approaching or on track to get to record highs. 2.5 million people roughly already casting their vote by this evening. We'll see where this next couple of days takes us, but the coalition is talking up, hitting literally dozens of seats over the course of these next few days.